Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Anybody out there? Welcome to Saturday. Good morning, Naveen. Good morning, Jenny. How are you guys? Morning, Kim. Good morning, Fran. Happy Saturday. Good morning, Susan. I miss you guys. I miss seeing your faces live. And I'm happy to see people I normally don't see, like Jenny. So Jenny is one of our fabulous instructors at Spanish Springs. I have known her since I moved to the Villages. All right, so today is just normal, what I call just normal yoga class. Got some good suggestions about hips, shoulders, neck. So we are going to use a strap for sure. We'll use the wall for shoulders as well. It's thundering here, so I would suggest that if you need any sort of cardio workout and you normally walk or ride your bike outside or do something outside, those MOSA Move classes, I took a look at the MOSA, I think it's just called Move. It's 30-minute like HIIT workout, HIIT, high intensity interval training. It's 30 minutes, looks like it's good. Cardio workout, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So if you feel like you need to do some sort of cardio today, that's a good thing. It's free, so you can log on, create your own account. If you need some help with that, just message me, text me, email me, send me a message, whatever, and I can help you get set up with that. It's a free account for anybody. You don't have to be an MVP member, so I can help you get set up with that for free. So they are 30-minute sessions, so if you don't have a lot of time, which I don't really understand, because what else do we have to do except for exercise, right? Exercise and eat, so you got to exercise. All right, my name is Suzanne. I think you already know that, and this is yoga. Welcome. So let's start. It's kind of gloomy out, but the sun has risen, so let's also rise up from your hips, down with your shoulders, space between every vertebrae. Shut your eyes, palms up, and let's just take a couple of minutes to breathe. Just to center yourself, gather your energy inside. Try to feel the energy of all the people around you in the Villages, in the United States, in the world, that might be sitting on their mat right now at the same time as you, getting ready to do their yoga practice. And it is your yoga practice today. It is whatever you want it to be. So you just move in and out of the poses that I suggest on your own. And be happy with whatever that is today. If you need to take it easier today, feel free to do that. If you need to take it a little bit more energetically, you feel free to do that as well. And remember what I always say, please listen to your body. It tells you what you need. You just need to listen to it, and listen to it honestly. Because sometimes our brains tell us one thing, like, oh, let's just lay on the couch and be lazy. And sometimes your brain says, no, you need to get out there and do something. But sometimes your body says, hey, we're tired. Let's take it easy. And sometimes your body says, hey, we have some energy, let's get out there and work some of it off. So just be honest with yourself, with your workouts, with your exercise, with your life. That's what yoga teaches us to do. So just big, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. You can create a little mantra for yourself today if you'd like. Sometimes in my nightly meditations, I like to say, I am safe. I am strong. This week I've tried to tell myself, I will listen. And then I really also like, I am enough. So you just pick something that maybe you say over and over again to yourself today. And every time your mind wanders away to something else, positive or negative, just bring it back to your breath, bring it back to that mantra, bring it back to yourself. Just push away all those outside thoughts and distractions. Let's turn your palms down on your thighs. Let's tip your head over to one side. Come back up to center on an inhale and exhale over to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. And then just side to side. And as always, I know we start this way all the time, but I just feel like it's really, really, really important to warm up your neck. Start noticing the sounds that your body makes. And you can keep on doing that, or you can tip your chin down and start rolling your head around in that little half circle. Just using your breath to move. Keeping your mind quiet, or listening to that mantra that you've decided to use today. Noticing the parts of your body that feel tight. And then let's leave your head over to the left. And then let's take your left hand and place it on your head if that feels okay. Sitting up tall again. Big deep breath. Relax that right shoulder down. your left hand down back on the ground this time and just tip your chin down. And maybe take that right hand behind you, bending your elbow so that your forearm is right at your low back. Opening up your chest. And just, if you were to open your eyes, you'd be looking at those left fingers or at your left shoulder. And then let's just come back to center, both hands down at your side. Let's inhale your shoulders up and exhale them down. Let's inhale up and exhale down. So kind of like a little shoulder shrug, feeling a little tension, and then exhaling away. Let's do that a couple more times. All right, and then when your shoulders get back down and away from those ears, tip your head over to the right. Right hand on your head. Just feel that extra little pressure to stretch the left side of your neck. Try not to collapse through your spine. Big deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Right hand goes down, chin to your right shoulder. Your left hand arm bends, goes behind you. Let that little bit of pressure at your forearm open up your front side of your body. Looking at your right shoulder, your right fingers. Breathe. One more breath. Slowly come back to center. Put both sets of fingers on your shoulders and just roll your elbows up, back, and down. So giving yourself maybe a little bit of a shoulder rub. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And while you're doing this, find your towel or your strap or your tie. It should be kind of long, but if you don't have one that's long, that's fine. I'll give you some options. But we're going to go ahead and grab that. And I'd like you to just hold it so that it is about shoulder width apart. So maybe right at your knees if your legs are bent. And then when you inhale, you're just going to lift up. And when you exhale, you're just going to bring that strap back down. So have some tension on that strap or towel so that you're pulling your arms apart, but you're lifting up and then exhaling down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale and then back down. 1 more time. Inhale and back down. So you can stick with that, but if you have a longer strap or towel, I just want you to take it longer, and you might have to play around with the strap a little bit. But what we're going to do now is try to go all the way up overhead. So you're going to inhale up and exhale as you go back, trying to keep your arms straight. So if you have to bend to get that strap up and over, then I'd like you to lengthen your arms. Lengthen the strap, lengthen your hands along your strap. So you inhale up and you exhale back. And you should feel just about right there where you feel it in your shoulders. You inhale up, exhale back, inhale up, and exhale back. This time, you're going to inhale up. You're going to find that little point back behind you where you feel a really nice stretch in those shoulders. You're going to sit up taller, push down into your hips, look up, and feel that really nice stretch right at your armpit area, right at your chest, right at those shoulders. Pull your shoulder blades together. Breathe. Like you have a big ball of light right at your chest and you're trying to shine that light all the way out. One more breath. Pulling on that strap, lift your arms up. Exhale them down in front and just set that strap to the side. You should feel kind of loose in your shoulders. Let's bring that arm up on the left and just lean over to the right. Let's do that again on the other side. So inhale to center and exhale as you reach. Just side to side, lifting that rib cage way off your waist, pushing down into that opposite hip. So when you lean left, you push down right. When you lean right, you push down left. So still working your shoulders, but really trying to work that lateral movement of your spine. Let's come back to center. Let's pull your palms together in front in a little seated cat and cow. And then just open them back up in cow, inhaling, exhaling back, and inhaling open. And again, remember, it's always on your own breath. So just shut your eyes. Move with your breath. Same amount of time to open, same amount of time to close. Do not rush anything today. Always moving on your breath. All right. When your arms get back halfway, so just right at your side, just do another couple of shoulder rolls. So if you're sitting on something, let's move it to the side. I just really like to sit on a block. It just makes me feel better. I just want you to bend your knees to the, so that your feet are to the right. Just a nice, comfortable, if that can be comfortable. And I want you to just take your right arm up, your left hand at your side, and I just want you to lean over. And I want you to hold it there. So this right hip is not on the ground, but I want you to push it like you're trying to get it on the ground. And push down into that left hand so that almost like you're trying to lift up to the ceiling with that right waist. Maybe looking up. Good, and let's come back to center. Switch your legs. So getting just a little bit of your hips. And so this side might feel a little bit different. For me, it feels a lot different. You're going to reach up with your left hand, push down into your right, and lean over. So again, push your left hip down. It's probably not all the way down. Maybe it is for you. For me, it's not. Remember, everybody's different. It's actually the one good thing about being all by yourself. You can't compare yourself to anybody else, which is perfect, because that's not what we want to do. Yoga is just an individual activity. You're just doing your best. Come back to center. Bring your knees bent in front of you with their feet flat on the floor. Hands behind you. Bring your knees as close as you can to you where it feels just slightly uncomfortable. Hands behind you, fingers pointed whatever way feels good, and just drop your knees side to side. So a little twist. Just kind of giving your hips a little massage. And then we're going to move into a bigger twist. So when your knees get over to the left, I want you to take your right hand and just reach it over to your left. Then once you get there, just come back to center and twist over to the left. Touch your hand to the floor if you can. Come back to center and over to the other side. And then just repeat that. We're just going to go 3 times on each side. Giving yourself a little butt massage. All right, which side did we start? Let's go one more time on each side just because I'm the one in charge and this feels really good. All right, you're going to come back to center and we're going to lay down on your mat. So with your knees bent again, you're going to give yourself a big hug. So bring your knees in, turn your feet around your ankle joints in one direction, then opposite direction. And then let's extend both feet up in the air, pointing your toes, bringing your arms up overhead, palms facing up. Then let's flex your feet and extend out through those fingertips, down and away through your tailbone and up through your heels. So reclined staff pose. Feel some tension and some energy. Let's call it energy instead of tension. Energy in those thighs, energy in your calves, energy in your arms and your core. Reach. And then let's just bring your palms down. Let's try to leave your legs up in the air. Bring your palms down at your side. And then inhale, lifting your arms up overhead. And then bring your palms right back down at your side. Let's do that a couple more times. Keep that tailbone moving down and away from your head. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And then with your hands at your side, what I'd like you to do is take one leg and lower it down with both arms going up over your head. And then bring all that back to center and do the opposite leg and both arms. And back to center. So now you're engaging your core, but I'd really like when you get down at the bottom to really extend out either through your toes or your heels. Doesn't matter. You could do both. You could actually, let's actually point our toes the whole time since we had our feet flexed there for a while. And if this starts to get too much for you, you can bend your knees and just tap a toe or your set of toes. This is fine as well. All right, if you remember which side you started on, we're going to go one more time on each side. Then you're going to give yourself a hug. So bring those knees in. Arms are going to go out to the side. Let's drop your knees to the right. Looking up, maybe looking left. Put your right hand, if you want, on your left thigh. And breathe. big, deep breaths. Let's come back to center. Let's go to the opposite side. Keep your focus on your breath. Keep your focus on that mantra, maybe if you had one, if you wanted one. Notice how your body feels. Two more breaths. Let's come back to center. Give yourself a hug again. You're going to cross at your ankles. We're going to roll and rock a couple of times till you can come up to seated. We're going to swing around onto your hands and knees. And you're going to sit back into child's pose. So your knees come out a little wide, your arms go out in front of you, your hips go back, your forehead goes down. And you're just going to notice how you feel in child's pose. Are you getting your hips a little closer to your heels? And then on an inhale breath, you're going to start to move your hips and your upper body forward. And lower your quadricep muscles, the tops of your thighs down to the mat. Maybe take your feet a little wider. And then on an exhale, push your hips back into child's pose. So we're just going to start to move a little bit more. Let's inhale forward, looking up, and exhale back. So when you come forward in that back bend, you just do what feels right for you. If you just need to come forward a little bit, that's fine. If you can kind of lift up, relax the shoulders. If you want to just come forward on those forearms. And then your other option is to tuck your toes and push yourself up into down dog. And then from down dog, you'd come into more of an up dog, but your feet would not point. They would stay on the balls of your feet. And then that will make it a little bit more challenging, building a little bit more heat in your body. So it's always an inhale forward and an exhale back. You're going to go 2 more times. And then everybody's going to push up into downward dog. So you can move around in down dog if you want. You can adjust your feet and your arms. But you should feel like you're stretching your arms, you're stretching the back side of your legs, opening up between your shoulder blades. Chin to your chest, looking through those legs. Let's bend your knees. Look up at your low. Let's just keep those knees bent for a moment because that feels really good on my calves. All right, then let's just walk forward towards those fingers. You're in forward fold, bend your knees, relax your shoulders, tuck your chin, look through your legs, and then just start to slowly walk up your legs with your knees slightly bent, and then arms all the way up, and then hands back down at your side. One more inhale as you bring your arms up, and then your hands at your side. Then let's just find mountain pose. So eyes shut. Hands are either at your heart or at your side, whatever feels comfortable. Pushing all 4 points of each foot down into the mat. Relaxing your shoulders up, back, and down. One more breath. All right, so now we're just going to move through a couple of little sequences, nice and slow, a little slow flow. Working on our shoulders still, working on our hips, working on some twists. So let's inhale up. Let's exhale as you fold forward. Let's step back into down dog. And then from down dog, let's bring your right foot wide and forward. When you get there, you're going to open up your right arm and twist. And do a twisting lunge so that right foot is wider than your mat, and you look up. Take a breath or two. Bring that hand down. Shift back into down dog. And then bring your left foot forward and wide in a wide lunge. Sink down and then twist and open to your left. Pushing that right hip down, twisting at your waist, looking up. Then you're going to bring that hand down, shift back into down dog. You're going to bring your knees down onto the ground. You're going to walk your hands back just a little bit so they're underneath your shoulders. You're going to take your right leg out to the side. Bring your right arm up in that twist again. Then the right arm is going to go underneath your left armpit, threading the needle, feeling a nice stretch in your inner thigh on the right, and a nice stretch of your shoulder on the right. Breathe. You're going to reset your hand, reset your knee. Do the same thing on the left side. Left leg goes out, toes pointing forward. Left arm twists, reach up. Then take those fingers, thread them underneath your armpit. Push down through that inner thigh. Feel that stretch. Feel the stretch in your shoulders. Breathe. One more breath. Reset your hand. Reset your knee. Push back up into down dog. All right, we're going to do all that one more time, but just a little bit quicker. So take a breath here. And then let's bring your right foot forward and wide in your lunge. Open up to the twist. Reset your hand. Down dog. Left foot wide in your lunge. Twist open left. Hand back down. Down dog. Both knees down. Hands come back. Right leg out to the side, toes pointing forward. Right arm open and twist. Right fingers reach through. Right hand resets. Right knee resets. Left leg goes out, toes pointing forward. Left arm reaches, twisting left. Left arm reaches through your armpit. Reach that shoulder as close to the ground as you can. Reset your hand. Reset your knee. Tuck your toes, down dog. Breathe. Look up at those hands. Walk your feet forward and slowly roll up. Inhaling your arms all the way up. Exhaling your hands at your side. One more breath. Hands down. All right, your right foot is going to step back and we're going to find side angle. So you're going to turn your body to your right. Do another little flow here. So you're going to fold laterally over onto your left leg, hopefully trying to extend that left arm down and the right arm up. So if you need to lightly rest here, that's fine. If you can reach all the way down, I'd like you to widen your feet and not turn that shoulder in. So don't be here. I want you to be here. So if you want to go to a wall, the wall would be touching that right shoulder blade. We'll go through slow, so get that position in your head. Then you're going to leave your legs exactly where they are. You're going to come up into Sun Warrior or Exalted Warrior. Left arm up, right arm down. Breathe. Opening up those hips. Then Warrior Two. So just bring your arms parallel to the ground, palms down. Shoulders right over your hips. Reach out. Press down with the shoulders. Breathe. Press into both feet firmly, equally. Straighten your front leg and come into triangle. Put your left hand down, right arm up. Breathe. And just because, let's try to take this pose right here and add a balance, a more challenging balance, in half moon. So let's step onto your left foot. Let's take your left hand, place it on the floor right in front of your toes, maybe about a foot. Soften your left knee. See if you can raise your right leg up and your right arm up. So I'm going to continue to look down because that's a little easier, but you can start to look to the right or up to that right hand in half moon. So you want to try to open up your right hip. So spiral that hip bone up towards the ceiling. Take one breath. Bring that foot down and stand up. Couple shoulder rolls. Let's try the left leg. Step it back. Side angle on this side. So now you turn to your left. You fold over laterally. Rest that elbow there for a moment. Left arm up, right arm down. So get that weight in both feet. And then keep the weight in your feet. Press, 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 press. Lift up into Sun Warrior or Exalted Warrior. Try to reach those fingers up and the left fingers down. Lengthen the right side of your body. That right knee is still bent. Left leg is straight. You should still feel a bit of a balance, especially if you're looking up. You have Warrior Two. So just your arms come down. Maybe your shoulders slide a little bit to the right to get over those hips. Breathe. Remember, shoulders up, back, and down, looking over that right middle finger. breathe, breathe, breathe. Straighten your front leg. Shift forward a little bit and lay that right hand down, triangle. Did we do triangle? I think we did triangle. Can't remember now. I'm not sure if we did triangle. I guess somebody will tell me if we did triangle or not. And if we didn't do it, maybe you'll just do it on the other side after we're done so that you're all equal. I think we did. Because it lends itself right into that half moon. So bend your right knee, put your right hand down, lift the left leg. Maybe you stay right there. Maybe you actually put your left hand down and you just stay kind of in a modified half moon warrior 3. Or maybe you really try to open up that hip and lift that left arm up. You're just doing your best. You can get to the wall if you want. Breathe. If you're feeling good, start taking your gaze to the left. One more breath. And then slowly just stand up. All right, just coming back to your mountain pose, hands at your heart or at your side, eyes shut. Breathe. All right, I thought maybe we would go through that again, but I'd like to take you down to the floor to get some good hip and leg stretches. And I'd like to use the wall. So let's all inhale up. Actually, just exhale down your hands. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale away. All right, so let's bring your mat or whatever you're using close to a wall. Or not if you're on carpet. I'm on carpet, so it doesn't really matter. And then set yourself up so that you are going to be with your hips close to the wall. Let's get this set up over here. All right, so remembering that you put your hips really close to the wall and then you let your legs just fly up the wall. So if this doesn't work for you, you can always just go to a chair or your couch and have your knees bent at your couch or your or on the chair if this doesn't work for you to have a straighter leg. So let's bring your arms overhead and just breathe for a moment. Just relax your shoulders. You can actually bend your elbows if you want. Then I want you to bend your left knee and cross it over your right. Cross your left leg over your right. And then start to bend your right knee until you feel a really nice stretch right here at your left glute area. Left hip, left glute, left outer thigh. And then you just start making adjustments with your right foot, your left leg, to make it feel slightly uncomfortable but not painful. You can push that leg away a little bit on the left leg. And you just breathe. Send that inhale breath to your left outer thigh. Let's switch legs. So extend your left leg up again, cross your right leg. And maybe for some of you this is enough. I feel it, and that feels good. If you can, you're going to try to bend your left foot, left knee, and make it a little deeper so that again you feel it now on your right hip and outer thigh. And breathe. Go back to quieting your mind if your mind has wandered away. Try to push your spine into the mat. Try to relax your shoulders again. Try not to hold tension in that left foot. And when you're ready, you're going to unwind that. If you want to stay there, feel free. You're going to put the bottoms of your feet together, your knees out to the side. You're going to let those heels just drop down as far as they will. And then you're going to push your hands at your inner thighs, right below your knee joints. And you're going to stretch those inner thighs. So you do what you need to do to be in this reclined cobbler's pose. So while you're pushing away, you're going to feel a little tension in your upper body. So do your best to try to relax through your chest, relax through your shoulders. And breathe. If it feels okay, maybe you're just going to leave your legs alone, leave them where they are. Let breath and gravity do the work. And just bring your arms up overhead. You can touch your pointer finger and your thumb together. Press your tailbone down. And then let's slowly, one leg at a time, take your legs wide in a reclined wide leg straddle. So now definitely feeling it in your inner thighs. You can put your hands there for a little bit more stretch, or if it feels fine with just gravity, put your arms and hands anywhere you want, at your side, on your belly, feeling your breath, overhead again, stretching those shoulders. After a couple breaths, see if you can walk those heels a little closer to the floor. One more breath. You're going to come back to center. This time you're going to take your left leg and cross it as close as you can, so as tight of a cross as you can, and bring that right foot as low as you can on that wall, and feel a little different stretch. Maybe even taking that foot off the wall And pulling that thigh a little closer, maybe bringing your upper body up. But now you should feel a little bit lower, so the other stretch was a little bit closer to the ground. Now this is going to be a little bit higher, closer to your hamstrings and more of your IT band, if you can get that cross a little tighter. Just breathe. And then let's switch legs. Put your right leg on top as tight as you can. Left foot can stay on the wall or not. Just try to pull your knees towards you and your feet slightly out to each side. And breathe. All right, unwinding that. You're going to bring those knees into your chest, arms out to the side. Let's just roll your knees over to the right. Big old twist. Looking up or the left. You can extend that left leg straight if you want something bigger. Let's come back to center. Let's drop your knees to the left. Looking up or to the right. Extending your right leg straight if you want something deeper. Two more breaths. And then come on back to center. Your legs are going to go straight up the wall. And if this is enough for your hamstrings, then you stay right here. If you can, you're going to bring your right foot away from the wall, holding onto your calves or your hamstrings, or reaching for your toes. I want you to flex your foot, push your heel up, your hip down, and get a really nice hamstring stretch. And again, if you feel a great hamstring stretch with just your legs on the wall, that's perfectly fine and perfectly normal. And then let's switch to the other leg. So do whatever you need to for the left leg. Just again, never reach right behind your knee joint. Flexing your left foot, pushing your heel up, pushing your hip down. Feel that length. the back side of your left leg. Feel your whole body expand with your breath. All right, one more breath. And then you can decide, you can stay right here with your legs up the wall, which I would recommend, or you can just find a comfortable position with your legs straight out. You can lay on your side, on your stomach. We're just going to have final relaxation for a couple of minutes. So your palms up, either at your side, over your head. Your shoulders, walk them down away from your ears. If you're close to your towel or an eye pillow, just place that over your eyes. And just as quiet and as still as you can be for the next couple minutes. I will wake you up, as always, don't worry. I'm going to set my watch to ring and wake us all up. So as quiet and as still as you can, just focusing on your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Let's start to wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. If your legs are up the wall, go ahead and bring them down. Maybe rock your knees side to side or give yourself a big full body stretch. Whatever feels good for you. Maybe roll over onto one side. But don't leave me quite yet. It's my favorite part of the class, when we all breathe together. So just nice and slowly, come on up to a seated position. And then just knowing that everybody is seated with their hands at their side, and everybody's going to take these 3 breaths all at the same time, gives me a little chill. So let's inhale up, and a big ah as you exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Ah. 1 more time. Inhale. Ah. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you so much for doing it if you did it. Namaste. Have a fabulous rest of your Saturday. Hope you get something else in today. Maybe you're just going to read a book, knit, clean something, do something fun. If you need help with the MOSA Moves classes, let me know, and I can hook you up with some free MOSA classes where you don't need any equipment. Have a great day. Have a great Sunday. See you guys Monday morning. Bye.